Takeover. Sharpen up my blade because I'm about to get it. I know it's a scorch out there. Woo! Woo! What's up?
Y'all? I can do those, baby. It's your girl Tamika.
It's your boy E-Rock Nim, aka Chef E-Rock Nim.
Listen, we keep it real.
We keep it raw.
We keep it uncut.
All day.
We are
Marriage Takeover.
We help couples win in their marriage by
Yes.
identifying triggers and breaking generational cycles.
We're breaking them joints, Slim.
So listen, we want to welcome you to Kitchen Conversations. If you are tuning in for the very first time, this is Thursday night, Marriage Takeover Kitchen Conversations, where we have a conversation with you while we are just cooking and preparing dinner in our kitchen.
Yeah.
If you've been, if this is your first time, go ahead and drop a 1 down. Let us know it's your first time so we can celebrate you, welcome you into the tribe. And then if you've been riding with us for a little bit, go ahead and put that 2 down in the chat so we can celebrate with you. And thank you guys so much for hanging strong with us, hanging tight with us, and always supporting, always praying with us, always being there with us and for us. So we want to welcome you so much. We are going to do, I see the 1s in the chat. So welcome. I see the 2s in the chat. Welcome. We appreciate you guys. Listen, we're gonna go ahead for dinner on tonight, y'all. I have been craving. No, I'm not pregnant, but I have been craving a chicken salad sandwich with cranberries. And so, but I want it on like a croissant roll.
Baby, they got me.
And the whole head lettuce is bad. I told you we didn't need that.
Nah, it's not. Nah, it's straight.
We can take it back.
It's too late now.
No,
good.
you can take it back.
No, I'm straight. I got what I need.
And so that's what we're having them for dinner tonight. So we looked all over in the area.
I looked all over.
It's got bugs, honey. That
Yeah, we're about to clean it.
bugs.
Yeah, that's how you know it's good.
The bug is still alive.
We got to kill it. That's why I'm about to wash them.
The bug is still alive.
Kill that joint, Slim.
Ew.
That's why I'm about
I
to
don't
kill
think
them.
I ever seen live bugs, y'all.
Hey, would y'all tell her that bugs in the vegetables when you picking them, right? We ain't picking. We went to Safeway and picked them.
That's gross.
See, that's why she don't want to grow now.
That is gross. So that's what we having for dinner tonight. So we could not find a restaurant or a place to do it for us. Everybody who had the chicken salad was on regular bread, and I didn't want regular bread, and I wanted on a croissant roll. So we were like, you know what? I think that's gonna be easy and quick enough for us to be able to do for kitchen conversation. So that's what we having for tonight, y'all. So we got a rotisserie chicken. We're getting ready to shred that. We're getting ready to prepare everything, cut up all the vegetables, and yeah, get started.
Hey, fellas, you already know how you do it, right? What mama want, mama can get at.
Questions, comments? I'm gonna go wash my hands because that was a bug on there.
Go wash them joints, Slim. You need to go wash them fingertips.
Questions, comments?
Hey, Bree, did you go and look at that? Did you have time? I mean, don't let me put you on the spot or nothing like that. But did you have time to go and look at that? And if not, it's cool too. I'm just saying from earlier.
And so someone, we got into that. Who said, hey, I got some ones, I got some twos. Someone asked how long have y'all been married?
Woo! You ready for this? Oh, wait, any more comments?
Oh, someone said that their name is similar to mom's.
Oh.
They say your name is like mine. Mine is Tamikia.
Okay.
Did I say that right?
Spell a little different.
Tamikia. So it's Temekia.
Oh.
The only difference is the I.
Okay. That's what's up. So we have been married for, how long have we been married? We've been married for 25, going on 26 years. Happy. We're happy now. At year 10 and 11 is when we went through our rough patch of divorce. We was 2 signatures away from divorce. She was tired of me. I was tired of her. We were tired of each other. But next thing you know, we come to understand what marriage is really all about and realize the enemy was trying to take us out from being great. Ooh, watch out. I almost started preaching right now. I ain't going to do that. That's not what I'm doing. And so, but once we got to that understanding and knew what was going on, next thing I know, we find ourselves encouraging other couples. And then next thing I know, hence Marriage Takeover was born. And so with Marriage Takeover being born, you know, we've been able to be a blessing to a lot of couples. And I tell you, man, it's just been great all around. We're grateful for what the things that God has done. For one, just honestly, I have to say, literally through our obedience. So we're grateful. Any questions, comments?
They said, do you have kids?
Yeah, I got 2 of them suckers. Got 2 of them. I got one right now.
Sup, y'all?
Huh?
I said, sup, y'all?
Yeah, you heard? She just say, what's up? Come on, baby, come here. Oh, mama say, because she's working.
At least show my little hand.
Come on, baby, come on.
My little hand.
Yeah, we got a 14-year-old and a 23-year-old. So yes.
My 14-year-old right now, she's huh?
I can do the vegetables. Why don't you shred the chicken?
Well, you got the bowl. I was gonna shred them in. But it ain't gonna take me long. It's cool.
No, I didn't get the bowl, honey. You just put the onions in the bowl.
So what's going on with y'all, man? How's everybody doing? What's going on? Hey, I want to know, do anybody have any burning questions or concerns?
I was looking for the questions from last week. There were 2 we didn't answer last week.
Oh, okay.
I was
Was it on your laptop?
I don't see them no more.
Ooh, child, look at that. Ooh, it's a little dry.
I
It's a
don't
little
see it.
dry. That's a little dry, Slim. I don't know.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Wait, so Miss J. Marie, y'all remember her from the
Yes.
prayer challenge, from the prayer challenge, couples
The
prayer challenge?
couples prayer
Yeah.
challenge was good.
If y'all haven't seen it, you need to catch on to the next one because it's over now. We got replays.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Go ahead. Say that again.
Miss J. Marie, she said, I got something to tell y'all.
What you got to tell us, girl?
Y'all remember when I told y'all I prayed before intimacy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, during intimate time, this man said,
Hold on.
All right.
Are we ready for it?
Are we ready to hear this?
Are we ready? Y'all, we keep it real.
We keep it
We
raw.
keep it raw. Are y'all ready? What happened? Oh, Lord. They got the baby laughing. Lord.
This man said, you must want to get pregnant. She said, well, I got to tell him about this one. She has another one. She said, probably TMI, but too funny not to share because I was cracking up.
Oh.
Watch out now. Oh.
Yes.
What you
I
say?
love it.
She said, I prayed before intimacy. Now you done laid it on him. Watch out.
I love it.
They ain't know what to do. That's what's up. Hey, told you. Man, hey. That made things look a little different, huh?
Prayer definitely changes things.
Yes, it does. Told you, from that prayer challenge, man, listen, we be going in. And we be having a good time.
Yes, we do.
I'm trying to tell you. So, hey.
Hold on.
So,
Okay.
cool. So, now, I want to know. So, what? Hey, you said you couldn't find the question from last
I
week?
couldn't find them. I thought I put them on my desk, but I don't see them.
Alright. So, hey, anybody got any questions, concerns, comments going down that we can help you out, that we can assist, that we can talk about, break it down?
Someone asked y'all making chicken salad.
Yes.
And then someone else asked, what makes, or what strengthens a marriage?
Ooh, that is a real good question.
It's not just one thing though that strengthens a marriage.
That's-
Communication, effective communication
Yeah.
strengthens a marriage.
And active listening strengthens a marriage. Intimacy,
Intimacy,
that strengthens a marriage. Meaning,
forgiveness.
yeah, man, forgiveness.
What else? Sex.
And so, and understanding that sex is a reward of intimacy. See into me. Oh yeah, that's what strengthens it. Because the
and
more
prayer, having God as the center, and
yeah.
keeping Him as the center of your marriage strengthens your marriage.
that, now I'll tell you,
Yeah.
from what we have learned, that is the main thing. Y'all see that back right there? That's that back. Get that back out of there.
Yeah.
And so those are things that strengthen your marriage, because it's that oneness. She's making all this noise in the back. That's why I took a pause.
Sorry.
And so when you're in that space of, you know what I'm saying, one, keeping God as the center. And listen, the one thing is that keeping Christ as the center. You know, if you keeping him as the center, that means that things are in line. And so, and with that being said, knowing that there are just things that you go through or deal with, that's the thing, is understanding that with Christ, I got favor through it all. Even though life will throw you curveballs, but because of Christ, I'm able to handle the curve.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want some of the skin of the chicken? Yeah. Your daddy didn't throw it away already.
Said, Now they begin on me be trying to eat before it's ready, but now it's okay because she get to eat, right? Tell them that's wrong. You tell them that's wrong. Don't be doing me like that.
No, because what you do is you like to eat and talk and eat and talk. And I'll be like, baby.
And to be fair, both of y'all have done it before, but I haven't. This is my first time eating while we are still alive, and then it's not finished cooking.
Look at that. See what we did with? So hey, that was a good question. What you got?
Miss J. Marie had a question.
Go ahead.
She said, "Can I get a piece of that chicken?"
You got it, champ. There you go.
You are
Get that joint, Slim.
On Facebook, wrong camera.
Go ahead, get that joint, Slim. You got it.
So funny. I'm gonna grab the juicer.
You got it. Hey, you already know what we got. You got. You know what I mean?
She said, "I mean, I'm practically family now."
Hey, you know you are. You know you are. You
Yes.
know you
Where
are.
you located at, J. Marie? I won't blast you all out loud.
Hey, what city and state you in?
Chef Yoro asked us on the menu.
Woo, Chef Yo Rail was good.
Chicken salad, bro. Chicken salad. Go ahead, baby. Break it down too. My baby say she want chicken salad on a croissant.
And I couldn't find it today, y'all. We looked all over.
And I just begin to hear what you gonna do. Guess what? I stepped up and said, baby, you want chicken salad? Guess what? I got chicken salad. Let's go. It's your boy, Chef E. Rockmill, in the house one more time.
And so I'm making an orange cranberry honey glaze. That's gonna go on top of the croissants.
I'm finna show you how I'm about to dig into this thing right here. You feel me?
Oh, you know what? Do
What?
we have honey?
Are you using my knife?
I'm already done.
We have like a honey jam or something in there.
Okay.
If we don't have like raw honey.
We got that raw honey, so you know how it kind of crystallizes. So,
Miss J. Marie said that she's in Fayetteville.
oh, you in Fayetteville?
North Carolina.
Fayetteville, North Carolina, huh?
But her sister's in the DMV.
Okay.
Sweet.
Well, I tell you what.
When you coming to see your sister again?
When you come see your sister, look us up, man. We're going to ahead and go and do a meetup.
All right.
We'll do a meetup so we can hang out and kick it. Don't get it twisted now. We'll come down to Fayetteville, too.
Crystal Dog said, "Hey, you rockin' Lady T."
What's
Hey,
going
hey,
on?
hey.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Okay, we got someone else from Fayetteville.
Sweet Fayetteville in the house. Look at Fayetteville showing up.
Look at that.
Let's go, Fayetteville. All right. So yeah, we got.
Wait, hold on.
Do we have any more?
Someone said that glaze sounded good.
Ooh, thank you.
And Chef Yarrell said, "Y'all getting bougie with it on a croissant with orange glaze."
Right. You know, everybody had chicken salad, but it was on regular bread. I was like, I don't want regular bread. I want croissant.
She want croissant.
And nobody, the one place that we thought that had it, they were like, well, we only do that for catering. I was like, I don't want a cater menu. I just want the sandwich on croissant.
And Miss Brielle said, "Thank you for the scripture today."
Yep. Hey, did you look at that joint, though?
And then, I don't know the menu by heart yet, so someone else asked what y'all cooking.
Chicken salad.
Okay, alright.
Chicken salad sandwich on croissant.
A chicken
with
salad
a
sandwich.
cranberry orange glaze that's going to go on top of the croissants.
Boom. Hey, y'all see how it is when wifey in the kitchen? Y'all get that on camera, Slim, because you know when I'm cooking, she'll know
Y'all
we're doing that.
I don't do it.
Hey, but hey, how many of y'all out there in social media land, you and your boo be in the kitchen having fun together? How many of y'all be in the kitchen having fun? Cause man, I'm telling you, when we be cooking together, we be having so much fun, y'all. Now, I'm trying to tell you, cause every now and then we both be kind of moving, but those moments we come together to cook in the kitchen, it's fun. You know what I mean? And it's like, hey, babe, what you say you gonna do? She's like, babe, let me help. Let me help. All I want to do is just help you right here. I say, you know what, baby, you got it. Do your thing.
I got it.
Do your thing. So what I'm doing is I'm chopping up the chicken very fine. Yeah, glory. Woo, Ooh, she is fine back there, ain't she? Hallelujah.
All right.
Oh, sorry about that. Yes.
Miss Brio said that she looked at the scripture, and someone else said, I want a croissant without the chicken salad.
Right.
And then Shapiro said that sandwich about to be amazing.
Whoa.
Whoa, reversal, I love it.
Slim, you know how this gets down. Hey, that's what's up, Bree. The one thing that I want you to know is make sure in this season that you continue like, okay, Lord, you're finna produce something out of me in this season. So just continue to continue to trust him in the process. Continue to trust him in the process.
There you go, eating.
I'm about to say, we all saw that.
Well, y'all ain't want that in your salad.
I don't know what you talking about. She said, thank you, I will.
Mm-hmm. So I tell y'all, I don't want to talk with food in my mouth.
Please don't.
But anybody got any questions, concerns, comments? Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Look at that right there. Look at that right there.
Someone else said, trust the process. Shapiro said he's taking the bad parts out. And then Miss Bree says it's definitely challenging.
That is going to be. You found it, babe?
Oh.
See how that look?
Looks good. All right.
All right.
So
Hey.
the question says, it is hard to talk to my husband because it turns into a back and forth. How do I fix this? So, number one, how many of us have all been at that place before? Right? It's hard to figure, it's hard to talk because it's back and forth. We trying to figure out how we talk to each other and we can't even talk to each other and figure it out.
Hey, babe.
Like, go ahead and put that in the chat. Say me in the chat. And you trying to figure out, how do I communicate with this person that I love, that I said that I do to, and yet we keep going back and forth and back and forth. Like, how do I make that happen? Put a me in the chat. I remember we were there a lot of times, actually. Right?
Uh-huh.
We've been there quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is so good.
Baby, Leah got it. Moderator, what you got?
We got some me's.
Me's.
And then someone said they're there now.
See?
And then you have another question in the chat. And I was also agreeing. Granted, I ain't got a spouse, but that's what people.
Yeah, so I want you to know that you're not alone. Like, whoever asked it, and that was last week. They might not even still be on the call today, but so you know, number one, you're not alone.
That is good. I'm glad you did that right there.
Number one, you know that you're not alone. And then number two, like, how do you fix it, right? So when that is taking place, it's clearly somebody is, here, do this one first. You want to do this one first?
Yeah, do that.
It's clearly somebody is not feeling heard, right? When you're going back and forth, that means that somebody feels like they're not being heard.
Back, forth, and forth.
How do you stop the nonsense? How do you stop the chaos? What you do is you validate your spouse in that moment. So when they're saying something, you agree. You know what? I hear what you're saying, and what I believe you're saying, or what I'm receiving that you're saying is this. And then you communicate your part. Because the reason why the back and forth is taking place is because somebody is not feeling heard. And so now you're feeling like you got to talk on top of each other because, oh, you don't get my point, and oh, you don't get my point, and I'm trying to do this, and then I'm trying to do that, and don't nobody hear me. Don't nobody see me. And man, I'm tired of talking like this, and I'm tired of saying this and going round and round with this, with you, right? Because it seems like you're only having this issue with your spouse. So validate them where they are. here is what I hear you saying. I hear you say this. This is what you're saying, and this is what I'm receiving. Is that accurate? Is that right? Okay, yeah. And so then their guards will go down.
I need a bigger bowl.
You need a bigger bowl, baby? I don't know if we have a bigger bowl.
Give me that glass bowl down there.
Or just do the tin one.
No. See it right there under that one.
Oh.
Ain't that right, Chef? We need a bigger bowl. Ain't that right? You.
Well, Sano said they're new. That they're new here.
Hey,
welcome.
welcome, new. Welcome.
Hey.
Into this place. Oh.
We got the new podcast that dropped this past week too, so make sure you go and check that out too. Marriage and Ministry from the perspective of, what was the perspective, babes? Because you titled it.
Prioritizing.
Prioritizing your marriage over ministry.
Yeah.
And so it was really, really good. So if you guys haven't checked that out, it's the Marriage Takeover podcast show. And make sure you check that out. And then leave us a review, you guys. Leave us a review. But we have some really great people coming on board, and we're sharing their stories of marriage and ministry. So go check that out. It was really good.
Oh, yeah.
What was the other question, Aaliyah?
Why do some people just give up on marriage because couples are cheap in their marriage?
Because couples cheat in their marriage?
No, are cheap. Like frugal.
Well, for me, this is what I can say when it comes down to that. On why some would do that is, there's a lot of reasons why. But a lot of times I think that when we begin to look at, marriage, we think that it's supposed to be, something else, that fairy tale. But a lot of times we don't really look at the work that takes to keep the marriage, to keep it in, how you say it? We don't always look at the work that it takes for marriage. I'm making this with love, so I don't measure.
I was going to say it's easy. It's easy to give up on something. It's easy to say I don't want to put the work in. It's easy to say that I'm going to go to the next thing. It's easy to say the grass is greener on the other side. It's easy. So that's why I think people give up so easily and so quickly. Like, you are quick to give up on your marriage because you feel like it's easier to get out. You don't have to deal with it. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to go through the self-work. Because a lot of times in the marriage, both of y'all got issues. It ain't just your spouse.
Right. Say that again.
Both of y'all got issues. And so you walking around like it's just you or it's just your spouse. And guess what? Both of y'all have issues. So it's easier to quit on a marriage than you having to do the self-work to work on you.
Ooh, and then another thing is, a lot of us don't like to look at ourselves in the mirror. Because one thing that marriage will do, it will show you who you are.
Yes, it will.
It will show you who you are, because I guarantee, let me ask you this question. How many of you all, you and your husband dealing with something, right? Or you and your spouse, let me say it that way, so just for the brothers that's watching. Brothers, if you're in there, pump your fist. So it comes down to that point when it looks at me, do we even ask ourselves, why do I respond to my spouse this way? What is it that makes me respond this way? You know what I mean? And so when you begin to look at it like that, now it's like, okay, I'm working on me to be a better me. It ain't got nothing about, oh, my wife trying to change me or my husband trying to change me.
Y'all.
Nah.
I love my husband. Can I just say this?
What I did wrong?
I said, baby, I want a chicken sandwich on a croissant. And nobody had my sandwiches on a croissant. So he went and bought the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pack of croissants.
Hey, cause she like my. So y'all, if anybody on here remember,
I love my husband.
If anybody on here remember when I made the
oh my god,
the cinnamon
Honey butter?
the honey butter.
Oh yeah, that was
so
good.
She loved also the honey butter croissants as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I went here and got the big pack. So for breakfast, I can hook her up with that honey butter croissant. She gonna sit there and be like, oh my god, like, oh my god.
So you was thinking ahead.
Oh heck yeah. Listen, fellas, you gotta know how to do them things to get them all wet and prepared. Huh?
You know what?
Hallelujah.
It was a setup.
Woo!
It was a setup.
Watch out now. Let me hit. Fellas, are you with me? Say yeah, yeah.
So I'm just gonna glaze the croissants. Yes.
Do you have a podcast that focuses on PTSD and marriage?
You know what?
That
I don't,
we
but
do have-
we will do that in September. We're actually going to be talking about it because I actually have PTSD. And so for September, that is the National Awareness Month for, I think it's mental health or PTSD. And
Yeah.
so September will be the month that we're going to spotlight that episode.
Oh yeah. Because like I want to say, cause we did it last. We have
We
a
talked
couple
about it, but we didn't really go into
dig into it. But we're gonna actually go into detail and really. I'm just saying this right now off the cuff because with that I did not know how much my wife really struggled until everything started coming out. But at the same time, that was also when she recognized that I saw her in the place of where she was.
Yeah.
And so it kind of it changed some things. So that's an episode we're gonna really get deep into.
Is
with
there
that.
anything in particular they want us to hit on that topic?
And so if you want us to dig into that topic a little bit more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Join our
that's-
Facebook group.
Yeah.
Join our Facebook group, Marriage Takeover Body of One group. Join the Facebook group.
And then message us once you get in a group.
Yeah, and then message us.
So we'll make sure we hit all of the topics, all of the areas.
Yeah, because we actually started doing the mini chat as well, so we be talking on that joint. Baby, can I throw this in there?
Someone asked how many years have y'all been married?
25 years.
20? Going on 26, Slim. Going on
Yes.
26.
And then someone else had asked you guys have any children together?
Yeah,
We have two.
we got
We
two.
got a 14-year-old and a 23-year-old.
Yep, and we got a few that ain't ours.
Right. So we've been through college, and we got another one. The baby is getting ready to start high school, y'all, this year. Y'all, I'm so excited about it, but I'm nervous about it. And yeah, the baby is starting high school. Did you add any of this to it, honey?
I can.
You gonna add a little bit?
Someone had
You think we need to add branded pepper to it or no?
If you want to, I already put some. I can put some more.
Oh, you already put some in there? Okay, you're good.
I'm getting ready to taste it.
So when y'all asked if I had any questions, someone said, I was about to answer and say I don't have no questions.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
It's cool.
Listen, it's a conversation.
Hey, it's just a conversation tonight. Go ahead.
Someone else said, I need that episode. I will join the group. And then someone else said, well, congratulations. And that they have been married for 23 years.
Sweet.
Oh,
Congratulations.
sweet. Congrats on that.
That is super awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And Miss J. Marie has said, my sister's a baker out there, Favors by Angie. I don't know if you heard of her, but she makes these chicken and waffle cupcakes that'll have y'all hollering hallelujah.
She do what? What's the name of the thing?
Hey,
Favors by Angie. I could screenshot it.
Yeah.
hey, put that in the group so we can go there.
Yeah. We like to pop up on people.
Yes,
And be like, girl, your sister told us.
Right.
So don't you be tripping.
So another question we had come in last week, and this was the last one that we weren't able to get a chance to answer, was if your husband causes emotional abuse and turns things on and off easy, how do you deal with it?
Oh, it's broken.
So, if he causes emotional abuse and he turns it on and off easy, one of the first things that I can say, or the first signs, is there's something else. Know that there's something else going on, right? There's something else. There's another layer of something going on inside of him.
Right.
And what that layer is and what he's able to reveal, that's what we have to tap in and get to.
Right.
Hurt people hurt people.
Yep.
And there's a reason.
Broke people break people.
Yeah, broke people break people. And so there's a reason why they are causing the emotional abuse. There's a reason why they think that it's okay. There's a reason why they can turn it on, and there's a reason why they can turn it off.
Right.
And so you got to get to the root of what is taking place. So how do you deal with that? Number one, like, you have to make sure that you are in a position of being whole and healed, because you have to know that it's not your fault, number one.
Right.
You have to definitely know that. And then you have to know how to position or posture yourself to where your spouse knows that they need to get help. And that's one of the hardest things to do. Because you can't try to get them help before they're ready.
Right. Because guess what? It's going to spill out in all the areas of their life. But when they come into that place to understand. You like that?
Oh, yeah.
We there.
Oh, yeah.
We there. Me and say, we down. We down. We down. Go ahead.
So it's really awesome to see black love. People say we need to give marriage counseling. I admire y'all. And then someone else said,
Thank you.
Rope people break people.
Yeah, they do.
One. And then someone said, preach.
Yeah, they do.
Hallelujah.
I have the emotions like the animation.
Yeah, and it's true. And once we realize that, and we don't have to respond. We don't have to react. We don't have to. Now, we don't have to be the trash can post either. Like, we don't have to sit and take all of this stuff. Listen, I understand that you're hurting. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here to support you, but I'm not here for you to abuse me.
Right.
Yes, questions, comments.
And then someone else said, any random advice for a healthy marriage other than communication?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be so honest with you.
Keeping God first.
It's keeping God first, but if you don't communicate, you really, it's hard to have anything because.
But there are other areas.
Huh?
There are other areas, right? It's effective communication. It's intimacy, creating intimacy, developing intimacy.
But
it's keeping things spontaneous.
right. But what I'm saying is, if you don't talk, then you don't know what I like to be spontaneous. If you don't talk, how would you know how you really like it when we get down and have some fun and when we begin to shake the bed? And so when you sit back and begin to look at it, it's like, yeah, we gotta talk because you look at it. I'm gonna be so straight up with you all. I told y'all, remember when I told y'all last week, the percentages that's divorce, right? That goes to divorce. And I broke it down. But I'm gonna look on the spectrum, the other 50% of that's still married. But out of that 50%, are you mean to tell me only 8% is actually enjoying their marriage? So the other 42% is just existing. Why are they just existing?
But I think the question was, other than communication, like they know communication is a way to keep their marriage successful.
Right.
Right? So what are some of the other ways? So that's why I was saying being spontaneous, being developing intimacy in different areas of intimacy. Like when we think of intimacy, not just the touchy-feely intimacy.
My bad.
It's the experimental part of intimacy.
Oh my God.
Honey, you had the stuff all on your hands.
I changed my gloves. Let me change my glove before Ty say something. Change the glove.
Just unsanitary. What else is there? Never get comfortable.
Right.
A lot of times we get used to just what we're doing on a daily basis.
That day to day.
We get to, and then it can get boring. It can get stale. So never get comfortable with your spouse.
Yeah, that's good, Mom. I forgot about that. Hey, that's why I married her, yo. She be thinking where I don't be thinking.
What else?
But
always
that's
have
it.
fun.
Yeah, enjoy.
Yeah, someone has said date nights out.
Date nights are amazing. Always date your spouse.
Always.
And always
never stop.
And always stay on your honeymoon.
Oh yeah.
Like your honeymoon should never end. Move it. Your honeymoon should never end. You should always be on your honeymoon.
I do that off camera, y'all.
So,
always. Listen, we've been married for
25 years.
25 years, going on 26. We was on our honeymoon for the first 2 years, and then we didn't understand that then. And then once we went through our hard trials at year 10 and 11. And so actually for 8 years, we was existing to the point it began to break.
Right.
But then once we got on board and got clarity, it's not saying every day is perfect, but every day we're on a honeymoon, yo. Like for real. Like today, me and my daughter was together all morning, ripping and running. And so she was trying to go with us when me and wifey had to go. I said, no, you stay back. This for grown folk right now. This for grown folk. Why? Because guess what? You still got, ooh, look at that joint.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Look at that joint. Look at that joint. I'm gonna get close to all the cameras. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that joint.
And then making sure you have established boundaries.
Yeah. Establish the boundaries. And so, but I'm telling you though, when you make it that point, because guess what? Because when you know that you're on your honeymoon, guess what? You are intentional about the things that you do. Right. You're intentional about the things that you say. You're intentional about it. You know what I mean? Listen. I don't care if I'm sorry. Go ahead. Baby.
No. Go ahead.
I don't care if you and your wife doing just whatever. Drop your spouse a love letter real quick. Let them know what's up. You know what I mean? It's just the small things. A lot of times we think that we got to go out and do all this. No. Listen, I spent $5 and we had a picnic out on our lawn.
It was so nice.
And she enjoyed that. And I spent $5. That's because I had got a coupon that take care of our sandwiches. We ate some sandwiches and drunk some soda.
Right.
But she enjoyed that. Just for me, I ain't gonna lie, I actually had fun doing it.
Best lunch date in a long time. It was really good.
And then it was so funny because my daughter had an idea. She was like, "Yo, it's 7-Eleven day."
Careful, baby.
On the yeah, that's why I got this right here.
Ooh, y'all, that's gonna be so good.
There you go. 7-Eleven anniversary. And so guess what? We went out and got us some free Slurpees. It only cost us gas getting to the 7-Eleven. That's it. So I'm telling it's those type of things when you continue to date and when you continue to remember that you're on your honeymoon, Slim. Oh my God. Listen, so we've come to understand that when we have our trials, we know that they're coming to make us stronger. So we begin to focus on, all right, what's this all about?
Right.
Is this what's trying? And I'll be like, okay, God, what are you trying to pull out of me? What are you trying to reveal to me to let me know it cannot go to our next level?
Right. That's the thing. That part.
Why? Because I don't want nothing to interrupt my honeymoon. I'm telling you, I ain't lying, I'm dead serious.
And then when you're on that honeymoon phase or you're in that honeymoon phase, what it also does is it gives you the opportunity that anytime anything is going south, you get to ask yourself the question, what can I do to restore our communication?
Ooh.
What can I do? How can I respond so that I can restore the unity inside of our communication?
Yeah. Ooh, that was good right there. Any more questions, concerns? Y'all, I like that. Did y'all like that joint? I like that joint right there.
Honey, why don't you go ahead and say
Someone said beautiful kitchen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a little messy right now because we cooking. Where's your cheese? I know you want cheese.
Oh, yes. I love it out.
Okay, cool.
They say you're welcome. I'm inspired.
Me too. I am inspired too, chat.
And they said, because you were this is when y'all all snuggled up against each other, and they said, give each other a little space too. Yes, honeymooning. And then someone else said that they think they're at a place of being comfortable.
But well, you know what? Your space too is important too.
Oh yeah.
So even though they might have been playing, but you having your own personal space is also very important.
But you got to make sure that you make that time for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's just like I told y'all the other time. I'm sorry. Were you done, baby? Okay. All right. I'm gonna take a pause so she can finish. Go ahead.
Thank you. They said yes, be intentional. Miss Sona said thank you for this. And then yes, and it says it really in communication. And then you have a whole bunch of questions.
Oh. Okay, so before you give me the first question, let me just say this real quick. It's important that you also make sure that you make that time for self, because in that time for self, that means you can always come back and give her everything, give your family everything. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to make sure you do that. I think it might have been 2 weeks ago. I was telling you all we were sitting around talking, and I realized I didn't have a happy place. My happy place was seasonal because it's on my bike. So I said, you know what? I got to find me another happy place that is just for me, because my happy place was tied around my family's happiness. It's not saying it's a bad thing. It's a great thing. But still, what is it that makes me happy when I can't ride my bike on that rainy day? You know what I'm saying? So it's me finding that happy place. And so it's very important that you do that, because the more that you are happy with yourself, you don't do nothing but add to everybody else's happiness.
Right. That's true.
Question. Wait a minute. Are we putting these back in the oven to melt the cheese, or just like that?
I mean, you can. I turn the oven off. You want to do that?
Okay. Go ahead. What you got, man?
Okay, so you want to go from easy to hardest. Okay. So someone said, do you have church ministry?
Yes.
You do.
Okay.
Yes.
So someone else asked you put sugar in.
No.
Sugar
And
in what?
salad.
No, you don't put sugar in this.
Alright.
We did not.
No, because the sweetener that's in here are the cranberries.
But somebody might want it that way.
Oh.
We just did not.
Not here. We don't do that. We put
Yeah.
cranberries. That's the sweetener. Sugar. Where you from? Where you putting sugar in? You probably put sugar in your grits too, don't you?
You gonna leave them alone is what you gonna do.
And
Go ahead.
then, they had said this when you were
Where you want me to put this?
talking about your happiness. It said, your happy place. It said, say that, brother. I'm with you there. Come on now.
Yes.
Then to the questions.
Go ahead.
So I want to ask, let's say your spouse can talk to a family member about how they feel, but doesn't come to you first. Is it necessarily bad?
So what it means is they have not found that safe place in you.
Right.
And so there is an area to say that there is caution there.
Right.
Because you want to find out, got my chicken wings, y'all. I like chicken wings, y'all. So I had to get a chicken wing from the rotisserie chicken. So, you have to find out what has taken place that your spouse cannot find a safe place in you.
Yeah.
That they have to communicate to somebody else. That's what we have to get to.
Right.
And so the bad thing would be not figuring out why.
Right.
So right now, it's not a bad thing. It just means that there is an area of reservation, there is an area of concern where something has taken place that they have not been able to find a safe place.
Right.
So where it becomes bad is if you don't ever get to the root of why
Come on, baby.
it hasn't been a safe place.
Say that. Say
So
that.
now it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's trying to figure out, hey babes, you know, I noticed this, and I noticed that you can't come to me and talk to me about this particular thing, and I'm wondering, what have I done, or have I done anything where you don't feel safe in communicating this with me? Because that's where the danger is.
And when you do that, make sure you put your guards down and be vulnerable to receive.
And don't be defensive when they say
Right.
that.
Do not be, say it with me. Say it with me. Do not be defensive. Because when you are defensive, guess what? You're not receiving what they're saying.
And then apologize for not creating that safe place.
Come on, mama.
Because there is a
You
reason
own it.
why, whether it was your intent or not your intent, the way that they perceived it was that it was not a safe place. So I apologize that you didn't find, like, my response or my reaction or whatever I was doing at that time made you feel like I'm not a safe place, and I'm so sorry. Can you forgive me?
I apologize.
What can I do differently to create a safe space for you?
Ooh, y'all, this gonna be good.
I don't want lettuce on mine.
What? I ain't got no lettuce.
I know, but I'm just, it
I
looks
know
so
you don't
good.
do
Like you were
lettuce.
just about to
I know you don't do lettuce.
put the dollop on. I do lettuce. I just don't want.
No, not on this. I know you
That's a
don't.
lot, boo.
Your
It's
child
gonna-
will eat it. How
It's
about
gonna be
that?
all messy.
Y'all see that?
It's gonna be so messy. You know how you want just like a little cute sandwich where you can bite into it and then just enjoy and not have to have all the stuff falling from the sandwich.
She don't like being messy. She bougie, y'all. She
See,
bougie.
that's perfect. That is so perfect.
Hey, Chef Urrell, ain't she bougie? Remember how she ate that salmon you had made?
I'm okay with being bougie.
Yeah.
I wear my bougie cake very proudly, y'all. Yes.
Someone said sugar belongs in grits.
I rebuke that.
And then someone said, good afternoon. I want to keep family out of my business. Yes, most definitely. I want to keep them out of my business. And then someone said they're buffering over here and no lettuce on mine. And I mean, it's kind of like skipping the order, but it's
Okay.
It's alright. So they say said, is it better that me and my husband talk away from the children, not talk over one another, but let him talk and finish, and I have my opinion as well?
When you have those deep conversations, have that away from your kids. And a lot of people say hide it from your kids, all that stuff. Kids gonna find out regardless. But what I'm saying is, when you having those conversations that you know is gonna, have that away from your kids. Like for us, we still have some of our conversations in front of our kids, and some of them we don't. The reason why we have some in front of our kids because we are also teaching our kids, like, yo, in your relationship, you're gonna have conflict.
Right.
So this is how you begin to work through your conflict. Why? Because when your kids are safe with you, they're gonna ask you questions when it's just you and them. And so for us, when we get deep into
or
it,
if they don't ask you the questions, what they're going to do is they're going to mimic your behavior in their relationship, thinking that if there is conflict, then there's a problem.
Right.
And just because you have conflict inside of your marriage does not mean that it's a problem.
Come on, mama.
It just means that now we have to do conflict resolution, right? We have to figure out what is the conflict and then work our way back to the root of that and now try to get back to harmony again.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad thing. It's okay. Maybe we didn't understand each other in that particular space. Maybe we don't agree on something. Maybe we have different values on something. Maybe something is going on inside of their life that is now carried over into this situation.
Right.
But the more that they understand that that you can work through conflict, that looks good, baby. That looks so good.
Ooh, it's your boy, Chef E-Rock now, and his trusty sous chef, Tamika, holla at us.
So the more that they know that there is that you can work through conflict, it will help them better in life in every area of their life.
Right.
They don't have to skip and go around job after job, relationship after relationship, just because something is not going on a smooth sailing scale.
Right. Come on, mama. You saying that thing. Ooh, you was on it.
All right, y'all. It's after 8.
Ooh, what course you got? What you got?
There you go.
Someone said, do not be defensive.
Yes.
And then you have more questions. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Someone said, I appreciate that. Thank you. And someone else said, your wife is so powerful with her words and purpose. I could listen to her all day.
Thank you. Hey, I tell you what. If you can listen to her all day, listen, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go real quick, jump in.
Go where? We do have a membership, but no, I thought you was going to do something else.
Yes.
No.
Hey, join the membership. What?
She thought you were going to talk about the album.
I did. I was like, no.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I wasn't going to say that.
But yes, so no, I thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I really do, and I thank God for that.
You were so encouraging. Thank you.
Yeah, I thank God for that. Yes, questions, comments.
He said, when or how long have y'all been giving marriage counseling or advice?
Long time, child. Ooh, glory. Ooh, Lord, long time.
As a business, 6 years. But before the business, we were still doing it. Before the business.
Oh, yeah.
When.
Ooh. But like this, we started doing it at year 12. Soon as the Lord was bringing us out, when He brought us out of the divorce factor, we were still in our healing process, but we just noticed a lot of married couples was just, like coming to us more than just hanging out. It was like, asking us questions and, how to make it and, stuff of that nature.
Right.
But then, basically, I'll be honest with you, the Lord was like, hey, and then we did dot.
Yeah, that was before we knew God was calling us to Marriage Takeover.
To this platform. And literally from that, Marriage Takeover was born because, listen, we let you know. It's like, when I say we let you know, it's like, because you're so, listen, every last married couple, I want you to know you are so much stronger together than you are separate.
Yeah.
And that is the thing. Understand this, when you're talking about how this world is set up, listen, when you begin to look at how the Rockefellers put a big footprint in the U.S., it was the family, but where did it start? Then when you begin to just look at a whole bunch of countries, it all started from what? From the married folk. And that family began to move. Why? Because they was on one accord and they walked in agreement every time.
Yes.
And so this is what we're saying, because guess what? Think about it. When you choose to separate, now your kids are having issues because now they're thinking it's their fault. Then come to think about it, you start having kind of issues, or is it my fault? Am I not worthy? Am I? You see what I'm saying? You begin to just even with the men. Do you know? Oh man, I forgot the amount. I forgot the percentage. I forgot the percentage of men when they divorce, they don't remarry. They stay in a girlfriend-boyfriend situation for almost the remainder. So I'm just like, what? How you doing that? But anyway, what I'm saying is that you are so much stronger. And so this is why we have marriage takeover, because like, listen, once you can get through those rough patches, oh my God, it's on and popping. It's on and popping. Comment.
It said, wow, that's amazing and a blessing. Thank you. Someone said that's the truth. And someone said maybe my wife and I will work on giving some counseling as well.
Yeah.
And then
Reach out to us.
Yeah.
Reach out to us.
Oh, I'm glad you asked the question. She said, how do you feel about couples retreat?
Yes.
Bring it out, baby.
Love couples
Talk about it. What we
retreats.
about to do, girl? What we about to do?
When I
What about
say,
this?
so what y'all see is like we're here every Monday morning for couples prayer, and then we're here every Thursday night for kitchen
Hold on, 1
conversations.
second. Father heaven, bless this food for nourish our bodies, take our periods out in Jesus' name. Amen. Go ahead.
Amen. So you all see that. But in the backdrop, like we're working, like Marriage Takeover is a full business. And so we're working in the backdrop. We will be launching in August, next month, y'all. I just emailed the person today to make sure that we have everything ready to set launch. But we're having our very first retreat in a destination away next year, April 2024, and we're going to release all the details next month.
Next month now.
And like when we do it, it's an experience.
Oh yeah.
So we want to make sure that you have fun. We want to make sure that you get healed. We want to make sure that you enjoy. We want to make sure that you walk away and you learn something. So when we have our retreats, we're planning that now. We're having 2 retreats next year. One is going to be April 2024, and then one is going to be October of 2024. So y'all get your stuff together, get ready, because we are going somewhere.
And guess what?
Make sure you have your dollars set up. We're going to make sure that we have payment plans available for those of you who want to make payments. If you want to pay in advance, you'll have that as well. But we're going to have an amazing, amazing time. Y'all think this is just it, but it's like us live in color and in person.
Did you?
It's a whole different deal.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Hey, and let me get this in real quick. And guess what, y'all? If y'all think I'm crazy right here, y'all wait till we all get together. Hallelujah. Go ahead, baby.
All right. So said, I really enjoy you guys live. Very true. And someone said, OMG. Well, actually, it's Miss Brielle. She said,
Hey,
I wish I could go.
Yeah, you can go. You can go. You can still go, boo. You can still go.
Bray, you know we got you home,
We
bro.
got you. You can still go.
And someone else said, take my money for that now.
Yes.
And someone asked, anything for singles?
So, I still talk about the singles because, listen, y'all broke my heart. Because there's a lot of singles that come on, and it's a lot of singles that follow Marriage Takeover. But when we had something for the singles didn't show up.
Nobody showing up.
And so I had prepared, I prepped, I did all of this stuff, and the singles didn't show up. So I said, okay. The singles don't want it right now. So we are considering doing something else. But I will tell you, we did do something for the singles and nobody showed up. So that let me know if nobody showed up, then nobody really wanted anything for the singles. It broke my heart, y'all. Because y'all always asking, what about the singles? What you gonna do? And we did it because we heard y'all.
And I support her all the way.
And I was like, ain't nobody register. Ain't nobody register, boo.
And I support her all the way.
So we can do it, but the singles gotta show up. And if you don't register, we can't do nothing.
So someone said, I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
I got you. Listen, I got you all day.
Oh.
Do we
All
have
right.
time for a quick question? It's a
Quick. Okay, if it's quick, and then that'll be our last question for tonight.
Well, I mean, I'll ask you. You can decide from there, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Because how do you encourage or push each other to be the best you can be?
Ooh. Hey, baby, I'll be doing that thing, boo.
Don't do that.
Well, first off, you don't do that. You do not slap your spouse's hand for trying to get one of your chips. You don't do that. You don't do that. So remember, always remember this in your marriage. I told you, y'all think we perfect. No, we're not. Y'all saw that? Remember, we be talking about sharing is caring. That don't look like she cared about me.
I ain't never said Sharon was Karen.
Hey.
Leave my chips alone. So what we do every year, we have vision boards. And honey, don't bother my chips.
I'm not. Can I have the bag?
You can have the bag.
Y'all see that?
So we do that. We have a vision board and we share our vision boards. We share what our passions are. We share what our desires are. And it was funny because we do it at the beginning of the year. We check in mid-year, and then we kind of go over it again at the end of the year before we go into the new year. And so how we do that is when we go and we start out our vision board every year, we write it out, we do all the things, and then we ask each other, how can we support you in making sure that you can fulfill your vision for this year?
Right.
And we are intentional about making sure that we're doing that all throughout the year. So when we do our touch point at the midpoint of the year, hey, how's it looking? Where is it going? Like, what's going on? Like, literally, Eric just asked me yesterday. He just asked me yesterday, baby, when are you going to hope again? And so what God just recently showed me is having like a hope day or a hope session. And what that is really like a vision board. So it says that, oh my gosh, what is the scripture? Faith is the substance of things hoped for.
Hebrews 11:1.
So when God gave that to me this week, like literally this week, he gave that to me. So faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So when I was looking at that and I was really just dissecting that particular scripture, like literally God was just saying, you need a hope session.
Yeah.
You need a hope session. So if it's something that you are hoping for and the evidence of things not seen, so what is it that you're doing? And so Eric asked me yesterday, he was like, babes, when are you going to hope again? And so I was like, what do you mean, when am I going to hope again? And what I realized was the vision board that I had set for this year, like I had certain things on my vision board and certain things that I wanted to come to pass, which have come to pass. But what I was sharing with Eric yesterday in full transparency was, babes, everything that I have asked God for throughout these years, like he's done it.
He's delivered.
God has honored every single desire that I have had. And I can't even say that it is, you know, by a fluke or a happenstance or it was anything that I ever did. I mean, every single desire.
Right.
And I am so grateful to God in him doing that, but every single desire. And so I kind of got in this space where I was just kind of coasting.
Comfortable.
And I was like, God, I don't want to coast, but I'm kind of in this place where I'm just like, okay, God, I don't want to seem ungrateful because I am so grateful to you for what you've done and how you've done it. But now I'm in a position where I have to start faithing again. And that's faithing, F-A-I-T-H-I-N-G, faithing again. I have to make sure that I start dreaming again, that I start visioning, like I start hoping again. And so it really was like a hope session. I need to sit down and have a hope session. And so literally this weekend is what I plan to just sit and just, okay, God, now I know that there is, like, you have been amazing. And when I tell y'all amazing, there are things that God has done that I didn't think was going to take place. There are things that God showed up, like, y'all. And when I tell you God is faithful, I'm not saying this to brag, so please hear my heart when I say this.
We bragging on Jesus.
Hear me when I say this and hear my heart when I say this. But like just this week, 3 unexpected checks came in the mail this week. And they not like little bitty checks, but they like three
just 3 checks, praise the Lord.
3 checks came in the mail this week that we weren't even expecting.
Right.
And so when I say God has delivered and God has met every single desire from bills to healing to restoration to every single desire. And I'm just like, God, I don't know what else I even want. And it was almost like he was pulling and he was tugging on me and said, I just need you to dream again. It's not that I had doubted. It's not that I failed. It was not that I ever doubted God at all. It was just you know how when you get something and then when you have it, like I didn't have a next thing. I didn't have a next bit. Like I didn't have like all the things. And I was like, oh, so once this one was done, I knew that there was something else that I was expecting God for. And then this was done and I knew I was something else. And so now it was just like, God, I'm kind of sitting in, I don't even want to say the overflow, but I'm just kind of sitting in the awe of how you've done it and why you've done it and the fact that you chose me to do it and the fact that you honor every desire and every prayer and every cry. And so I'm just like, God, I don't know what else to ask at this point.
Come on, Pat. It's my turn.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I know. And I'm going to tell you, this is the thing. This is how we begin to encourage each other. And you have to understand this. When you begin to look at Psalms 133, it says how sweet and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Like the oil that ran down the beard of Aaron. I forgot, but drop down. I forgot all of verse 2. But when you drop down to verse 3, he says, "And there I will command a blessing." And so this is why I tell you that in marriage, you're so much more powerful together because what? He already said that there's two. So I'm going to be honest with you, right? I asked the Lord, I told, it was so funny because wife was like, baby, we got to dream bigger. And so I began to tell her my dreams. And honestly, my dream is to save 100+ marriages. My dream, I'm talking just this year. And my dream is for our membership to grow to over 100 marriages. I'm still talking this year. That's the dream. Why? Because when I sit back and look at it, just this year alone, 3 marriages was on their way to divorce, had the date set and everything. Yeah. And still, I got one sister right now that I'm praying for because there's a divorce papers that came out. 2 sisters, I'm sorry. Yeah. Because the divorce papers that came out, but I'm believing with them what God told them. And so my prayer is, God, I know you're going to make a way because you're not going to let your word fall to the ground. Now, if that's what you said, then I'm standing in agreement. Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking, when I tell you my dreams are so big, this is why we stay on. This is why we have couples prayer. This is why we have kitchen conversation. This is why we had the couples prayer challenge. Yeah. This is why we have these workshops. Like I put up a post today, talk about the fire. Can we talk webinar that we did last year? It's like, yo, if we do it this year, who want to show up? Because guess what? We know that this is our assignment, but this is where I'm at. So you, even though you might be dealing with certain things in your marriage, you best believe that Brother Thompson over here working overtime. Because I want you to continue to walk in the bliss that God had declared for your marriage when you said, I do.
Right. And then how we support each other in that space, I come alongside him and say, hey, babes, how can I support you in that space? And then I push you. And then he pushes me. And then he challenges me in some areas. And I challenge him in some areas.
She challenged me,
just so that we can make sure that we're getting to all of what God has for us and all of where we desire to be.
Boom. So, granted, is it going to hurt sometimes? Yeah. But we let you know, we ain't just saying, hey, do this. No, we with you.
Right.
Okay. So, this is when the whole chip debacle took place. It said, my mans. And then he said, I've enjoyed you guys. And I said, yes, speak on vision boards. I just shared this with my wife. God bless you both. Evidence of things not seen. Mm-hmm. And then hope session. I love that. And someone said, I needed that. And then someone said, that's awesome. Yes, amen. Talk about it. Thank you, Jesus. And then, Lord, I need my overflow. Yes, God. Yes, Lord. That's awesome. And then,
There were some comments on IG too. Can you pull through those? I wasn't on. I'm sorry. I wasn't on. I'm sorry, IG.
It's okay.
I still love y'all. But I was not on my job tonight.
And then someone else said,
I'm coming over. Oh, Joy, say I'm coming over.
Come on, Joy.
Someone else said you came on my For You page, so I just needed to listen. And someone said amen. And then someone said, wow. Someone said kingdom couples.
Yes.
And someone said, y'all should come to San Antonio, Texas.
Come on. No, we're
Matter
gonna
of
be in
fact, we're gonna be in Dallas.
Yeah, we'll
and
be in
then
Dallas in September.
And then we'll be right back. We'll be in Killeen.
Killeen. How far are you from Killeen?
Oh, you probably about leave about 3, 4, 5 hours.
From San Antonio. We'll be in Killeen in November.
I tell you what, you gather some homies around. We'll come down there just for a meetup.
Yeah, we'll come down there.
Just for a meetup. And we're going to kick it with y'all. And guess what? We'll pay
do
our
like
own.
a date night. We'll do like a date night.
And grab your homies. And we're going to pay for our own meal.
I was going to say, baby, what is you talking
We're going to pay. We gonna come down and hang out with y'all.
Listen, we appreciate you guys.
Someone said, right, I love that. And someone asked, where are you located?
We in Maryland.
We are in Maryland, right outside of D.C. So the DMV, stand up.
She said she's about 2.5 hours.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Someone said, I really appreciate you both for speaking the truth to us. Someone else said, I need help with my marriage. Someone else said, she said, I'm new. What is the prayer challenge?
Ooh.
So the prayer challenge was a 5-day challenge.
Oh, wait a minute. Who was on the prayer challenge? Somebody at that on name. What is that prayer challenge? Go ahead.
So we'll come back to the question.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to that one.
It says, someone says, so important to pour back into people, praying many blessings upon y'all lives.
Thank you.
Are y'all in Atlanta? Let's tell y'all
we are in Atlanta a lot though.
We'll be in Atlanta on the 30th of September.
Yeah, matter of fact, we're speaking at a marriage conference the 30th of September.
I think it's in Douglasville.
So if you're in Atlanta and you are interested, if you go to our website, go to the events on September 30th, you go there, you can actually register from our website. So just click on that event and it'll take you directly to that event and you can register and join us on the 30th of September. Yeah, we're in Atlanta a lot though.
Oh yeah. Also, for those that are in Maryland, we'll be speaking at another one on the 23rd of September.
And I'm giving away for 2 tickets for the event.
2 tickets?
2 tickets. Yep.
We giving away 2 tickets for the event right here in Maryland.
Yep. So
can y'all come to North Carolina?
We absolutely can.
Wait a minute. Where at North Carolina? I need to know now. Are we going to Raleigh, Charlotte, Fayetteville?
Durham.
Message us. I tell you what, message us. If you would like for us to come out to your church or to come to the area, message us. Message your church, message the area, and we'll connect with you guys, and we'll see how we can make that happen, either this year or in 2024. Because what we're looking to do is partner with other churches to come out and do workshops, to do marriage retreats, to do marriage sessions, and just really have a great time. And even if it's not at the church, we want to do date nights.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to come and do local date nights in your area.
Hey, so
but here's the thing. We come to your area, don't you leave us out there shaking shabby
and they ain't showing up.
And they ain't showing up.
Then I'm gonna call everybody else and they gonna be like, girl, why you did that to them?
Don't do that to us.
Them Jones family, y'all stop it. I'm just using it as a term. If your last name Jones, I'm just messing.
All right.
But
so
hey,
we love you guys. We're getting ready to go ahead and end for tonight. Huh?
There are more comments.
Okay, go ahead with the more comments, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish eating.
So come to New Orleans. Y'all should come to Durham, North Carolina. I'm in Cali. What about Pittsburgh? You guys are such a blessing.
Absolutely.
Here, and I have family in Dallas, and I will come to Killeen. Then I have a sister in Columbia, Maryland. Then it said come to New Orleans again, and then it said I can't wait to meet y'all. Do you guys do consultations?
We do.
And then they said someone said that they are in Charlotte. Someone else said that I guess their church is Community Bible Church. DM us, honey, please.
Yes, please DM us, because what happens is once we're done with the live, it goes away, and we can't see the comments. So please DM us.
Please DM us.
DM us so that we can make sure that we capture that.
And then Miss Ria said the prayer challenge was amazing. Then hello from Memphis, Tennessee, Greenville, North Carolina. Have a blessed evening.
Yes.
And then he said,
you too. Thank you.
Together, I'm in Onslow County, not far from Durham.
Okay, sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yes, if you want us to come to your city, your church, your state, please message us.
Right. And and yes, we do consultations. We do marriage coaching as well. That link is in our bio if you would like to, if you would like for us to come alongside and link up and support you through the process. And that's us. That's where we at. And get to the root issue. Get to the root problem.
And more comments on Instagram?
I see something. What's that?
Did somebody join? Yeah, I had already went through.
Okay, sweet. All right. So yes, listen, we thank y'all so much for joining us on tonight. We appreciate y'all. We do not take it lightly. Thank you so much for welcoming us into your home, into your space, whether you're driving, whether you're in your home, you're in your kitchen, you're in your living room, wherever you are. Thank you all so much for inviting us into your space. We don't take it lightly. We thank you so much. We love you. We thank you so much for your support. And we will be back Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for couples prayer. For the person who asked about the couples challenge, it is when we come together for 5 straight days and we just talk about different areas and how we can really come together to pray over our spouses, pray with our spouses, learn about the scriptures, dissect the scriptures, and learn how to strategically apply those scriptures to our prayer life for change. And so I don't know when we're going to do the next one. We just finished one. So I just want to make sure that you understand what that is. We are here every Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for couples prayer. So we will see you all on Monday for couples prayer. If you'd like to do the offer, because you've done it twice.
Hey, if you'd like to join our Facebook group,
right?
It's Marriage Takeover Body of One. Join the group. Answer the 3 questions, please. Please answer the 3 questions. All right. Hey, we appreciate y'all. Hey, just by the way, if you would like to know where you are in your marriage, go to our website. There's one that says Take the Quiz. Click on that and just see where you are in your marriage, and we can also dig into it, help to get to be part of that, being that 8 percentile. So we can enjoy the marriage the way that God intended. Hey, we love you all. Thank you all for joining us tonight.
Yes. This is Kitchen Conversations, and we're signing out, you guys. Have a great one.
Love y'all.
Love you guys. This sandwich is so amazing.
Yeah, I know. I punished my joint.